Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's working, I think, hopefully. Ay. Another solo stream by the bass. Let's take a picture and send it to everyone on Instagram. So when someone's in the chat, let me know. Let me know when someone comes in. Say hi. How's everyone's night going? Let me go ahead and do a quick little post. I am live. Link in the bio. Link in the bio. Okay. Boo. Boo? What do you mean boo? What's up, Irvin? How you doing? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know. I am not feeling good since last week. I have not been feeling good. I've been feeling like shit. I'm pretty sure it's not COVID, but playing New World, boo like a ghost. Oh, boo like a ghost. Blue like the ghost from Mario. Oh man, yeah. Dude, I'm trying to get this V6 going already. It's just taking way too long, way longer than what it's supposed to. I don't know how many months I got already with the engine, but I kind of want to hear it already. But I messaged my friend about the header, and he said to just bring it, and he'll do his best to fix it, or I guess modify it to the point where it works in the 3MZ engine bay. But it's a really, really tight fit, dude. It was not easy to get out, but I guess once it's bolted up to the engine, it was easy to drop into the engine bay of the Celica. But I did order more clear. I still have more white paint, and I did buy respirators, like you said. And I'm gonna be tackling the hatch on the 6th gen, and maybe paint it sometime next week. But for sure this week, I've been just not feeling good. I guess I've been sick, and I just haven't really been myself this whole week, and haven't really been motivated to do much. And I actually called in work today, and I didn't go to work, so I guess that happened. Amber and I were sick last week. We tested negative. Yeah, I just got to shorten that runner. Yeah, man. What's on the agenda for today's stream? Also, I was able to install Tane bases because of your video. Thank you for the information. I don't have really an agenda for today's stream. I kind of, when I do the Ask cbass solo streams, I kind of just hang out with you guys, and if you guys have questions, I'll answer them. So there's not really an agenda. I don't usually come in to the streams with an agenda, but yeah. Cbass, how are you doing, man? I am not doing good, man. I am not. Since last week, I don't know if you guys were on the last live stream. I was just coughing. I was just sneezing. I did have a little bit. I was a little bit on the fever side, but it went down, and I'm feeling a little bit better, but I'm still not 100%. But I've been drinking a lot of the Theraflu teas. I've been drinking a lot of those. Benadryl, I think. I've been taking those two constantly because I'm just trying to get better. I'm not feeling good, and it kind of brings my motivation down, and it doesn't allow me to work. Like, I think today the most I did was like maybe an hour or two of working on my arcade stuff. Like, I got in a pair of Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift arcade machines. I put it on my Instagram. I bought a pair broken as is for $2,200, and I was fixing them, trying to get them ready because the plan was for today to take them to the location and set them up to, I guess, start making money. But the owner of the place kind of gave me a last minute. He told me last minute that not today, so most likely it's going to be Sunday when I go take him to the location. But that was kind of my day. It was kind of already set up, but It didn't go through. Damn, bro, that's awful. Hope you feel better soon. I hope so too, man. I really do, because it's just, I don't like feeling like this. It just makes me feel down. The motivation goes out the window, and that's just not me. I feel like I'm the one that motivates people to like work on stuff, and if I'm not feeling good, it's not good. But um, I've been trying to get the 6th gen Celica working and running. Like, as well, this is already since last week's stream, but engine is already inside the engine bay. It's just right now my main problem is the exhaust manifold. I could just I could just not run the OBX aftermarket header and just slap on the OEM exhaust manifold, and I'll be able to start up that vehicle and go drive it. But um, I kind of want to run the OBX headers because I think I saw the dyno sheets. Literally, just bolting up this header, you gain a good amount of power just from these headers. So I kind of want to run them, but unfortunately, the 6th gen Celica does have the steering rack in the way of this rear header, and it's kind of making it a pain in the ass to work with. So once it's in there, it fits, but there's just no clearance room. And if I do like a hard pull, that exhaust manifold or that header is going to hit the steering rack and potentially put a hole in my freshly rebuilt steering rack. Like, I don't want to do that. And finding steering racks for a 94 to 99 Celica is not easy. It's not easy. I had to go on eBay and find one because O'Reilly's and AutoZone didn't have them last I checked. They did not have any. Get better. Caldo de pollo might help, bro. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about caldo de pollo? Whenever it's like 100 degrees outside, our moms always make caldo de res, caldo de pollo, just the most hottest foods on like the hottest day of the year. And when it's like the coldest day of the year, they're not doing that. It's like, yeah, I actually would enjoy caldo de pollo right now. Go get some pho. Oh, fuck. I haven't had pho since holy crap, dude. I don't think I've had pho since pre-COVID. Because every pho place that I knew was closed, and I don't know. I kind of like going to eat pho at the location. I don't like taking it to go. Same with ramen. I haven't had ramen in a long time since pre-COVID, but you know what's funny? Places did start reopening in the Bay Area, but if I'm remember correctly, Clayton went to the restaurant in the Bay Area and they actually asked him for his COVID card. And they're like, "Oh, do you have a COVID card?" And Clayton did have it, but our friend Rafa didn't, so they weren't allowed into the restaurant. So they're not letting people into the restaurants without their COVID cards. Like that's crazy, but there's a reason why we are in yellow right now, as opposed to the rest of the United States that's still in red for the COVID. Like, holy shit, man. When is this COVID shit ever going to end? It's just getting on my nerves, honestly. Nico, ¿dónde está el Vaporu? Is that the Vicks? I think that's Vicks, dude. I had it here somewhere. I swerve and I had it. Oh, right there. Vaporud. Vaporud. Oh no, Vapor Rub. Yeah, so I've been playing that every night, man. It helps me breathe better at night, because at night I would have one nostril just completely blocked off, and I'd have a hard time sleeping at night, and I would have to constantly blow out my nose, and it was just hurting my nose, honestly. But shit, man. Caldo de pollo hits better during the heat than the cold seasons. Bro, get out of here with that. Caldo de pollo during the heat? Hell no, man. I want something cold. Give me like a torta or something. Alex lives at home for the build $5 donation. Thank you, Alex lives at home. Thank you very much for the $5 donation. I really appreciate that. It will go to proper use for the builds. I'm trying my best to get the V6 Celica going, man. It's just in the back of my head wherever I go, wherever I go, I just want this car running and driving. I just have this beautiful vision for this car, man. It's just every time I come into a roadblock, man, and it's just annoying me. So, but as I said, I do already have the engine inside the engine bay, and now the next step right now is to go get the exhaust manifold or the OBX header modified to clear at least a good inch and a half from the steering rack. So whenever I do a pull, it doesn't hit the steering rack and puncture it. But Afrohawk, the virus got everybody bugging out, bro. People don't want to wear a mask. You can't get no service without showing your COVID-19 card. Yeah, dude. So the COVID-19 card situation, they're starting to do that in the Bay Area. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'll take that back. It's not ridiculous because people need to go get their shots done, especially those that are not feeling good. My mom did push me to go get my COVID shot last weekend, but I just had other stuff going on and I didn't have time. But I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to go get it done because I'm actually getting a little bit slightly worried. But gotta get that COVID shot. Quick question. I need to change my transmission fluid soon on my Celica. I'm torn between choosing full synthetic and semi for the fluid because apparently the semi is smoother, but I don't know what's better. First of all, is it an automatic or manual? You going by transmission fluid, I assume you have an automatic. I for the transmission fluids, honestly, if it's an automatic, I just stick with the Toyota stuff. I don't really like because these automatic transmissions are really manual. Okay, so for the manual transmission, I don't know what other thing to recommend other than the Valvoline Synchro Mesh. That fluid shifts like butter. It shifts like butter. But there's been other people with their mixes. Like if you go to Monkey Wrench's website, they show like the MT90. If you run MT90 only, it's for racetrack and whatnot. But if you run like a blend of MT90 and Valvoline Synchro Mesh, it's more for like a daily application. And that's what I'm actually running right now on my Corolla XRS. And it ships pretty good. It ships pretty well, like butter. And I enjoy it. But that's the only thing I know that's good on my end, the Valvoline Synchro Mesh, which is what I typically use. Hey man, Fred Cruz. Hey man, I wanted to ask if you can make a video on changing the front sway bar bushings. Wow, front sway bar bushings, sway bar bushings. You're talking, man. You need to lower the subframe a little bit to get to those bushings because it is not easy to get to. You barely have any sort of space to get a wrench in there, but that's possible. But you're gonna have a hard time doing it. But if I'm not mistaken, I think me and Clayton, when me and Clayton did do his front bushings, we had the engine already out of the car, and it was so much easier to do it. But I'll keep that in mind, Fred. I'll try and help you out there, buddy, and make a video. Isaac Kenny. Okay, I see. I'm 90% sure it has MT90 in it now. I'll check out MWR. Yeah, man, go check out their website. They have like a chart where they show like a specific mixture of the MT90 and the Valvoline Synchro Mesh. And since Monkey Wrench Racing is kind of just 2ZZ specific, and they're saying to run Valvoline Synchro Mesh, then that's what I would run. You know, they're the ones that know. Will Edley, know anybody selling a silver 03 Celica GTS manual? No, I do not. Your best bet is to go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, but it seems like Craigslist has been going a little dry because they are charging the $5 to get your listing posted. But I've found so many good deals on Facebook Marketplace, so you gotta shop around, man. Don't just settle with what's out there. Look around. Drive to like some of your local tow yards and see if they got something there. You never know. You might find a good deal. Clayton, someone actually messaged Clayton and told him about a 2003 Toyota MR2 Spider. at the, I think it was the Anaheim. I'm not sure if it was Anaheim or where, Los Angeles police impound yard. They had an 03 MR2 Spider with like 70,000 miles, and um, he was talking to me about it to go bid on it, but we had a friend bid for us, and it ended up selling for 4,500. So that was about $500 more than we were willing to bid on this vehicle. But you never know what's out there. Just shop around, look around, see where you can find these deals. They're out there, man. Just don't stick with something overpriced. Fred Cruz, cool. Thanks, man. I'm rolling in a 06 Matrix XR. Nice. I love my dad's. I love my dad's 03 XR. That thing's just so good on gas, so good, and it's an automatic, so it's whatever. I'm having right now an issue with shift solenoid code. I'm getting a shift solenoid code every time I do a second cycle of the key. I trigger a check engine light for the shift solenoid, but the transmission shifts perfectly fine. So I'm just going to drive it until I need to take care of the smog. Then I'll figure out what I'm going to do about it. Maybe change that solenoid out. Arellano 710. Hopefully I said that right. I got a TRD valence. I need to repair the plastic tabs. Was wondering what bolts you use that go through the plastic tabs, not the self-tapping screws. The plastic tabs on the TRD rear valence, you actually have, they call them U-nuts. I believe if you Google U-nut, they slide. This is the valence, and they slide over the valence, and then you use a regular M8, I believe, M8 bolt, and that's how it pretty much holds on from the back of your bumper to the valence, if that makes sense. I have a whole video on it, so if you want to go look at it, it's on my channel. There's a whole video on it. Gamil the second, sub cbass. Yo, man, sorry to see what happened about your Celica there. What happened, dude? Tell me what happened, man. I didn't want to blow up your phone about it. And sorry about not having the Celica shirt in your size. I'll probably get some done sooner or later. I kind of wanted to get some more done because I didn't actually think a lot of the bigger sizes were going to sell out, but I sold a lot of the bigger sizes instantly. So now I'm kind of stuck with medium and large at the moment. I got about 10 and 10 of medium and large, but they're selling out quickly because I threw them up on eBay, and I've already sold 2 or 3 on eBay. So they're going to sell out, and I don't know when I'm going to get some new ones, but hopefully by the end of the year. Michael Carr, what was the rear view mirror you used that had the auto dim? That I got from another Toyota Celica GTS. It is they call it the auto dimming mirror. It was a dealer add-on option. Basically, the mirror itself gets 12 volt power, and it has a compass and a temperature gauge on it. And whenever at night someone's flashing through your window, their high beams or just their regular headlights, it actually dims down the mirror so that it's not shining at your eye really bad and causing you to go blind and whatnot. But that's actually a really good upgrade, and that can be used actually in Matrix and in Corollas. So if you guys are trying to get that maybe on your Matrix or Corolla, it is compatible. All you need is a 12 volt source, and that's about it. Just make sure to wire it up to like your ignition. So whenever you turn the ignition, it turns on. Don't wire it up to constant 12 volts or you're going to drain your battery. Managed to get a full TRD kit for 430 USD from the junkyard compared to wow, that's actually a really good price for a full TRD kit. I hope that includes the spoiler as well. 430 for a full kit, that's actually a really great price. Alone, whenever me and Clayton sell the bumpers, we get an instant 300 plus from just the front bumper, and they sell. It's not like we're gouging up the prices. We post them for what they sell for, and they'll sell. So that guy's price of $1,000 for a fucking bumper, the front bumper, is just ridiculous. Don't ever pay that much. 350 max. 350 max on a good day for a clean bumper with all the tabs intact. Don't overpay. And don't get a fiberglass bumper. Those are going to crack, and you will regret it. You will regret it. Do not buy a fiberglass front bumper. Budget Beaters Garage. Hey, cbass. What's up? What's up? Alex lives at home. Any leads on TRD big brake kit for the Celica? See, here's the thing with the TRD big brake kit. I love the way it looks. Don't get me wrong. I love the way the TRD big brake kit looks, but you're kind of limited with 18 or bigger 18-inch or bigger wheels because the caliper is just ridiculously big. And when Clayton did have his the RPF ones on his Celica with the TRD big brake kit, it was at least maybe like a couple of sheets of paper away from hitting the rotor or from hitting the wheel and the caliper. It was incredibly close. So it is a close call from using 17-inch wheels. I wouldn't recommend it because there's caliper flexing. Whenever you apply the brake, it'll flex, it'll move a little bit. So you don't want to score up your wheels that bad. So I would actually rather go with the Willwood big brake kit. Their kit is about $1,000. It is originally for the Scion TC first generation, but it will bolt right up Celica, and it is the same exact thing as a TRD big brake kit. It is a four piston caliper, and it looks just on rotor, and it's easy to service. So the same big brake kit for my 6th gen Celica. No, I don't have any leads for a TRD big brake kit. If that's exactly what you wanted me to answer, sorry about that. I had the opportunity to get a 2000 Celica GTS manual, super clean, no rust. All the original engine dressings were there. No engine, no check engine light. Interior looked brand new. Had 172K miles. Guy wanted 8,000 for it. I don't know, man. That sounds like a lot of money for 172,000 miles for a 2000. I've bought. I mean, yeah, maybe that one is a lot nicer than the one I bought for $900. I bought a 2000 Celica GTS, or I think it was 2001. I'm not sure, but with about the same amount of miles, 180,000 miles, and I bought it for $900. It was running and driving, no check engine light as well, and I don't know. It depends honestly on that condition on that Celica. You say it's super clean, but is it like super clean like it's stock body? No TRD action package body kit on it? Because I don't know, man. 8,000 seems like a lot of money. Maybe shoot for like around $5,000. I want to say $5,000. That sounds like a pretty good deal. But you're kind of paying a lot for that much. But then again, we live in different states. I've heard about people saying that $8,000 is a good price for where they're at, but if you come to California, where Celicas are literally everywhere, it's like a $5,000 car, man. So I just don't see myself ever paying that much money for a Celica, especially a front wheel drive one. But I don't know, man. My 6th gen cost me about $10K at this point. So, are you doing a 1MZ 3MZ hybrid? No, actually, I guess if you want to consider using a 3MZ block with 1MZ components, then I guess yeah, because I'm basically slapping on a TRD supercharger on my 3MZ, but I'm using a 1MZ intake plenum, if that makes sense, and I'm using a couple of the 1MZ components because they're a little bit different from the 3MZ. So if that answers your question, let me know if it didn't. Let me go back. Gamil, guy in front of me switched from right lane where I was at back to the left lane during wavy traffic with no blinkers. So it wasn't your fault. So I hope you got this guy's insurance, and I hope this guy pretty much covers you for the damage. It doesn't look like you got any damage on your Tsunami front bumper, but unfortunately your HID headlight did get damaged. So they're out there, dude. The HID headlights, they're out there. Just gotta look for them. If not, I know for sure they're in carpart.com. So check out carpart.com. You could probably get one from Sacramento area where a lot of the junkyard wreckers are at. What year Celica should I check at the yard for the rear view mirrors? they were available all years. They were available all years, but I find better luck finding them in 2000 and 2002 Celicas. I haven't seen them on 2003s and up. I haven't seen one personally, but I've heard of people saying that they have it in their 2003 and up. They're actually really common. It's just I don't really buy them because it kind of when I did have one for sale, it kind of didn't sell immediately, and I kind of sat on it. So I kind of like only getting stuff from the junkyard that will sell instantly and will go out the door quickly. Um, that answers your question. Yo, stupid idea. Since I '03 ECU swapped my '04 Matrix XRS, if I straight pipe my now useless secondary air pump valve out the wheel well, could I control the valve solenoid by wiring it to the OCV signal? What the hell are you trying to do? If if you already have the '03 ECU, just put a block off on the pipe. Just put a block off. That's it. What are you trying to control the valve solenoid by wiring? I don't know what it is that you're trying to do, man. But if you already have an '03 ECU on your '04 Matrix, just block off the secondary air injection pipe. I don't know if that answers your question or not. Opinion on Tri-Force kit for the Celica. What is a Tri-Force kit? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. Is that like a turbo kit or something? Forced injection kit? Gotta help me out here, man. Help me out here. Will Egley. Yeah, I had to walk. I wasn't about to drop 8. Was willing to pay like 6K tops. Okay, 6K doesn't sound too bad, but 5K, if I were to pay 5K, I'd be leaving happy. 6K, it's all right. It's all right. You know, the prices for cars is actually ridiculously stupid right now. I don't know if it's because of the microchip shortage that manufacturers aren't building new cars, so people are out here buying used cars left and right. But just the whole market in automotive selling right now is just ridiculous. So right now is like the best time to sell. If you got that car that's just been sitting at the driveway, sell it, because right now is the perfect time to be getting a decent amount of money from these cars, man. Decent amount of money. Effectively achieving a shitty electric exhaust cutout, but only while hitting lift. Would there even be enough vacuum? A shitty electric exhaust cutout. What the fuck? Do you want it to sound like shit? Is that what you're trying to do? Dude, just do it right. If you're trying to do a cutout, do it under the car with the proper stuff, man. But I don't know. It just seems like you're doing a lot for very little, if that makes sense. You're going that extra mile for just a little bit, man. But don't let me knock you down, dude. If that's something you want to do, go for it and let me know how it works out. Hey, back to you. Sounds like you're ditching the twin throttle body. Well, I don't think I could run the twin throttle body on the TRD supercharger. Don't quote me. I don't know, but I'm trying to run it as stock as possible and not kind of like do a lot to it, if that makes sense. But I have heard about people running the twin throttle body with the TRD supercharger, but I kind of gotta do more research about it and see what are the benefits and what are not the benefits about it. But who knows, man? Stick around to the channel and we'll see where the build goes. Does automotive touch-up really match? I need to paint a spoiler and the Valence 1DO paint silver, but Dupliclar doesn't have it paint scratch. Also, it has it. Don't know which one is better than the other. So automotive touch-up paint actually does a pretty good job at copying the color. I thought the turquoise pearl from my 7th generation Celica was gonna, from the automotive touch-up, I thought the rattle can wasn't gonna match at all the color that I have on my vehicle. But when I painted my second Gretty front lip, it was actually a really, really close match to the front bumper itself, and I actually liked it. It looked pretty good. Unfortunately, I did crack it already because that that stupid lip is so fragile. Holy shit, it's made out of freaking glass. Let's see. I'm kind of falling back. Guys. I'm back. Laugh out loud. What did I miss out on? Nothing really. I'm just answering people's questions at this point. Nothing too spectacular. Alex lives at home. Triforce Aero kit, body kit for the. Oh, it's a body kit. Okay, I did not know that. I will have to go ahead and look it up. I'll probably look it up after the stream. I'll review the questions. We Lift Nation question on the Sound TC brake kit from Willwood. How's it holding up with the pads? I remember you made a video on the pads not holding up. So it's not that the pads aren't holding up. It's that the pads are kind of overlapping the rotor just a tiny bit, and it's creating like this, and it's like overlapping over the rotor itself, and it's making like this weird noise every time I come to a stop, but at a lower speed. Like if I'm doing 40 or 30 and I'm coming to a stop, it won't make that noise. But if I'm like doing, let's say 10 miles an hour and I'm creeping to a stop, it will make this weird noise, and I just don't like it. And I don't know what to do with it. So I have to take apart the whole brake kit and see what if I didn't install it correctly. I followed the directions as good as possible, but I mean they're doing their job. They're braking the car. They're holding it. They're stopping it. If that makes they're stopping it. Yes. Holy shit! Find your words, cbass. But I will be replacing the rotors because one of them is cracked from the video. You guys saw one of the rotors is cracked. So I'm going to have to be replacing the rotors soon. Stick around for that video coming soon. Camille II. Yeah, he admitted it was his fault. I already got HID headlight. Found one 5 minutes after I got hit. Replaced my fender, but the inner fender needs work and the headlight support. Hector, go ahead and look at it tomorrow. That's good, man. That's actually really good what you did for Hector with the logo design. And I kind of did want to talk to him about getting like an Instagram page because he does some pretty good work, and I've seen all the work he's done. He does some pretty good stuff, and he's actually going to be painting my 6th gen Celica a really special color. So stick around, guys. It's going to be a really good color. It's not going to be your regular everyday white. Anyways, do you have any recommendations for a good exhaust for a Celica that has a good note but isn't an absolute cannon and also doesn't have too much cabin noise? If you want a good exhaust that sounds good and doesn't give you a headache on drone and sounds like an absolute cannon, for sure, the TRD or the C1. TRD sounds pretty good, and it has a deeper tone than the C1, but the C1 is also a pretty good upgrade from stock. Good luck finding the C1, but the TRD is out there, and it's easier to find compared to the C1, so I recommend any day the TRD one. Not the Kazuma. The Kazuma is just fucking loud, but the regular TRD one with the canister muffler. Let's go. What happened with your neighbor complaining about the noise? It wasn't, if you're talking about when I posted my arcade machine, it wasn't really my neighbors complaining about the noise. I was just being sus about the city of Stockton being in front of my house, because I've had noise complaints come to me. One time we had a it's called Beat Mania. It's like a DJ game, but it was for the arcade, and I bought it, and it wouldn't fit through my door of my house, so I had to leave it outside wrapped up, so for when I took it to the arcade, I would take it. But I was playing with it at night, and it wasn't even that late at night. It was like maybe 8, but it was one of those nights where it would get dark hella early, and I got the police called on me, and they came into my house, and they're like, "What's going on?" Blah blah. And I was like, "I bought this game. I'm testing it out, just making sure it works, and I've already turned it off, officers." And they said, "All right, we just want to make sure everything's okay. Have a nice rest of your night." But my neighbors are just annoying. I hate my neighbors with a burning passion, but whatever. Good to know, Gamil. Yep, likewise. He is using a 3MC with non-VVTi, 1MZ ECU, and electronics. You can't run the dual throttles on the supercharger without heavily modifying the supercharger itself. Not worth the hassle. There you go, man. Who was that guy that was asking the 1MZ hybrid question? Bobo T Baggins. Oh God, man. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question, man. Thank you. Duck Vision. Don't want to throw out your name right there. Hey, Sebas, I found a tier D strut bar like the one on your XRS. Would you say 330 is a good price? Uh, 330 is kind of pushing it, man. You're kind of asking for too much for a piece of bar, but then again, the gray strut bar is more sought after compared to the red one because it's a square compared to a circle or an oval that the red one is, and I feel like the square bar is more sturdier than the oval one from the red one. So I guess if you want to post it for 330 and maybe you work your way down to like 300, 300 sounds like a pretty fair price to me. Not good, fair. So don't be thinking you got gold right here, buddy. Maybe switching to another brand for the pads. I wonder how the heck the rotor cracked like that, though. Same, man. I honestly really want to know how the f that rotor did crack. Um, I'm gonna see what are my choices for pads and what I can use, but there's not a lot of play from the pad to the middle rod that holds them in place. There's not a lot of play, so I don't know where the hell that happened. I kind of want to email Willwood with pictures and see if they can like point me to the right direction or recommend me a different set of pads to accommodate my I guess my application here. Camille the second. Yeah, Hector is a good painter. I made him a Google business account and I'm trying to get him out there. Thanks to you who recommended him. Actually, that was Clayton, man. Clayton found Hector through another friend. So that's basically the train that's been going on. Like a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend recommended me to you, if that makes sense. But I'm glad Hector's business is kind of improving and growing. He said he was gonna get I think he was gonna get like a inflatable paint booth going on inside the place, but hopefully he gets that by the time I gotta get my 6th gen Celica painted. um, there's a C1 muffler for sale. Laugh out loud, but it's 500. I think no, don't pay $500 for that muffler. It's not worth it. It's 300 tops for the C1. I don't think it's worth $500. And if you see someone posting it for that much, tell them that they're on crack. Oh crap! I'm still not feeling good, guys. I sound like shit. I only sound decent right now because I'm just drinking a lot of water. I'm trying to stay hydrated because I also sometimes have a dry throat going on. Okay, I need to catch up with these questions, guys. Hold on, give me a minute. I see you hustle a lot. Where does that come from? What is your motivation to continue? Holy shit. Where's my motivation coming from? My motivation is not existent right now. I'll tell you that much. I don't know, man. I just have like this energy that if I want it done before I go to sleep, sort of situation. I kind of do that with everything that I do all the time. I kind of set a goal. I say I need to have this done by the time I go to sleep. And if I do meet that goal, it makes me feel a lot better about myself and it makes me wake up the next day saying I feel motivated. Let's do this. Let's get this car done. But with the way I've been feeling, I'm kind of just no. But hopefully the Benadryl and the tea and stuff will make me feel a lot better. But right now, just not feeling it, guys. Fanuel, what's up, man? With my new job, I finally put money aside to get that ECU I bought from you, tuned by R9K. I plan on keeping my daily driver stock. Is that tune lowering lift point sooner worth it or not? Dude, I'll tell you this right now. The R9K tune for the Corolla XRS, it's a night and day difference. It just wakens up the 2ZZ from the Celica. It's such a good upgrade. I don't know why Toyota didn't give us this tune to begin with. I guess the tune they gave us, it's more mid-range torque than higher end torque, which is what the tune is. It's a more higher end torque, which is why whenever you hit lift, you feel it more aggressive, and through the shifts, you stay in lift, you don't fall off of it, and then get back on it like the stock tune does. But yeah, man, night and day difference. Slow Yoda 2ZZ. Hey, what's up, man? Yo, what's up? Any new videos, man? I haven't seen you around. What's up, man? Tiago Montemor. God, did I just butcher that? Bro, I see Clay commenting on a post on Facebook saying he has a 2003 ECU, but been keeping an eye on your IG for one. Why is he hiding it? Um, if you want, I can message him to see which ECUs he has, because right now we haven't really been selling a lot through the Clay Bass page because the junkyards have been dry right now, man. They've been really dry, so I kind of need to delete all the posts from the Clay Bass page and repost them so that people know that our inventory has been updated. Because right now there's some old stuff that we don't even have right now, and I've told him, hey, I've asked him, hey, have you sold this? Have you sold this? If you don't have it, take it down from the page, man. Come on, clean up the page. Holy crap, Samuel, thanks for the input. No problem, man. Brian, you have any tips for someone in college trying to buy a used car under $6,000? Used cars are so damn expensive right now. Tell you what, if you don't care if you don't care what car you have or how does it look like, I highly recommend you get. And I'm not just saying this because like I praise the car so much, but the 2003 to 2008 Matrix, man. If you're a college student, you're gonna need to be hauling some stuff around for your dorm and whatnot, or wherever it is you're staying. Matrix, really good on space, really good on gas. They never break down. I don't like. I've had my sister's had her Matrix for 240 plus thousand miles, and that thing hasn't broken down. I think the only thing I've done to that car is a passenger axle and maybe the drums and the brakes. Like that thing, knock on wood, that thing is bulletproof, man. It's pretty good. It honestly, I would say a Corolla or a Matrix. If you want to find a Camry, go for it. But I feel like a Matrix is a better car because you can just load stuff in it and go around places, and they're really cheap and easy to work on. So hopefully that answers your question. Hopefully people aren't saying, oh, he's just saying that because he has a Toyota Matrix. Oh. But anyways, I PM you on Facebook. I'm trying to look for a Celica GTS in white shell, preferably low miles, but definitely with no rust. I know you find good deals, so let me know if you ever find something. Well, shit, man. If I find a good deal, I'm gonna I'm gonna buy for myself at that point, man. But you know, there is times when I do find a clean car that's been slightly modified, and I'll point people to that direction. Like like my buddy Peter. Peter, he just recently sold his clean 2003 Celica GTS for 4,500, I believe. It's a red 3PO. It was so clean, but he kept telling me like, "Hey, buy this and part it out and just sell the Celica." But I told him, "Dude, your car's too clean. I would feel bad parting it out and selling it for parts. Like, I just don't see myself doing that." And I pointed people into his direction, and luckily he already sold his car a little bit less than what he wanted, but at least I didn't get to part out because I don't like parting out vehicles, man. All right. Have I been able to catch up? No, I haven't been able to catch up. Braulio, what's up, Gway? Bro, can you swap out heads? I still have that misfire. I just want a temporary fix until I get a new engine. Braulio, right now I just don't have any time right now. I don't have time. I kind of have my project set aside because I have a lot going on right now. I've been trying to focus on my arcade business and at home stuff. So right now, I haven't really been doing any side jobs at home. I don't even remember when's the last time I did a side job. I think the last time I did a side job at home was a timing chain cover gasket job I did for a guy in Modesto for a 2005 Toyota Corolla XRS. That's been a while already, so that should say a lot. Josh Bradley. Oh shit, I'm late. Yo, what's up, man? You're always on every stream. I like it that you're always on every stream, man. I appreciate you for showing up. Joseph Vang. I have a 2003 automatic GTS. Question: when I 75 miles an hour, my engine shakes. What is wrong with it? First of all, you need to make sure your motor mounts are good. If your motor mounts are good and this it's still shaking, change out your axles. My engine was shaking so bad on my automatic GTS. I changed out the axles and the shake went away. I don't know how. Maybe the axles were already bad, and I ended up just getting them warranted from O'Reilly's, and I swapped them out, and the vibration went away. So try the motor mounts and then the axles, man. Prince, is it possible to put a GTS TRD exhaust on a GT, or is it different? No, I believe Clayton was running a GT extended TRD exhaust on his GTS pipe, and it bolted up just fine. So hopefully that answers your question. Joey V, Magnaflow exhaust with the Skunk 2 muffler. See, the Magnaflow exhaust actually looks really, really similar to the TRD muffler. I wonder if the TRD muffler is just a rebadged Magnaflow, because they look really identical. If you look at them left and right, they look exactly the same, but I could be wrong. But Skunk 2 muffler, nah, don't get that Skunk 2 shit. That shit's fucking loud. I can't with these loud exhausts anymore, man. Maybe I'm just too old already now. I just don't want to listen to them. Gamil the second. Oh crap. Hold on, guys. Slow down on these questions. I can't catch up. Oh yeah, is that the why Hector always mentions El Güero? Yeah, whenever he says El Güero, that means Whitey, I guess, and he's always talking about Clayton. It's just like a Hispanic. It's a Hispanic term. Um, it's friendly. It's just like calling someone Güero. They're white. They're pale. Where am I at? Duck Vision. Toyota OEM tunes for the 2ZZ purposely sacrifices mid-range power just so you can feel lift hit harder. See, man, I think they did that with the Celicas. But on the Corollas and Matrix, they kind of gave it more mid-range power. I know, because I drove my Corolla XRs for the longest time. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. That's how it is from the factory. Hi, cbass. Do you have any ideas why my Matrix vibrates when it's on idle? Thanks. Start at the basics, man. Clean out your throttle body and clean out your idle air control valve. Start from there and then work your way. Maybe swap out your air intake or the air filter, and clean out your MAF. 3 good things to do that are cheap. Message him for me. How much do you usually sell them for? DM me, man. DM me and I can work something with you. I'll see if he still has one or not. Fred Cruz, they are amazing. That they are. Brian, thanks for the advice, man. Anytime, man. That's what these streams are for. I'm just answering your guys' questions. Daddy with the $5 donation. Will you ever buy a Subi? Holy shit. He's over here like, come to the Subi game. I want you to come to the Subi game. Danny, I love Subarus. I love that they're all-wheel drive. I love the way they look. But buying a Subaru right now, no. I don't see myself buying a Subaru right now. If I do buy a Subaru, I kind of want to get something rear-wheel drive, so I'm kind of leaning more towards the BRZ, but since it's kind of a twin to the Toyota GT86, people are going to be like, why did you just get the Toyota GT86? So at that point, I might as well just get the GT86 over the BRZ. But I do like the bug eye. I do like the bug eye, and I think they call it the peanut eye or the acorn eye. I'm not sure. The one after the bug eye. I like that one. I like those 2 styles really, really well. And the hatchback one from Fast and Furious 4, the one that Brian used in that movie. But will I ever buy a Subi? Who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe I will. Country Farm Boy, don't forget the Pontiac Vibe is basically a Matrix and much cheaper. Dude, after Doug Nemiro dropped that video, I don't think the Pontiac Vibe is going to be any more cheaper now. It's gonna go up in price for sure. They're going to be like, oh my God, it has a Lotus engine in it. Ew. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I hate it when they say that. It has the world's famous Lotus engine. Dude, it's just a Yamaha head with a Toyota block on it. Braulio, we have time, bro. I don't have to smog till next year in August. Holy shit, you got a decent amount of time then, bro. But I assume you have a different car and you're not driving this misfiring Celica? Let me know, man. Mr. Brozarge, whatever happened to that white turbo Celica you bought way back? White turbo Celica? What the hell you smoking? I did not buy a white turbo Celica. Are you talking about he who shall not be named? I got a few videos out recently. I'm actually editing as we speak. Which was the last video I saw you post was when you did the rear seat delete. I didn't even know you deleted your rear seat, man. It actually looked out. It actually looks really well. I've been debating whether or not to delete the rear seat on my Celica because no one uses it. No one uses it. Like I never let anyone get inside because it will just slam and I just be bottoming out. So I was kind of thinking about deleting the back seat, but who knows? Maybe that'll be in the future video. My hood shakes when the fans turn on and I'm on a red light. Celica GTS. Your hood shakes when the fans turn on. Maybe if it's just your hood, maybe just the rubber dampeners that on each end underneath the hood has. Maybe that. I don't know. I would have to look at it honestly, or you would have to show me what exactly it's doing. But the hood does have rubber adjusters that I guess kind of even out the hood and does let it shake a lot. Any superchargers for Celicas for sale? Fuck no. Me and Clayton are keeping ours. I haven't really. He's been lagging on installing it. I've been pushing him to get his. I've been pushing him to get. Oh my god, I can't speak. I've been pushing him to get his installed, but from what I know, he says that he needs the ECU. He has the boom slang already, the harness for the aftermarket ECU, but he just doesn't have the money right now to get the aftermarket ECU. He's been looking for a job, but no one's been calling him, so he's kind of just surviving off timing chain cover gasket jobs. So if you guys have any timing chain cover gasket jobs, hit him up. He needs the money. What do you recommend for a good front strut bar on an OA Corolla other than TRD? Well, the DC Sport one is pretty solid. It looks pretty good. And honestly, it's cheap. I think it's like $120. So I recommend the DC Sport one. By the way, man, you know anyone that needs HID inserts? Been trying to get rid of mine. Bought them at first to install them on the OEM ones, but the HID projectors are way larger, so I don't need them. HID inserts. Are you talking about the covers? What are you talking about, man? I'm a little confused. Maybe I don't know what it would. I don't know what you're talking about. Crap. I need to catch up. You guys are leaving me a lot of questions here. Yo, Slow Yoda, like OEM ones or aftermarket? I don't think they made OEM ones, but then again, I don't know what exactly he's talking about. Side shot OEM ones, bro. Oh, okay. So you're okay. I think I get what you're trying to ask. But anyways, sheesh, with the ballast and levels and everything. Whoa! Y'all are confusing me now. Hey, take it to the private chat room. Get out of here. Fucking Doug, he almost as cringe. Ah man, Doug DeMuro's low key cringe. There's sometimes when he kind of just I don't know, man. There was that one video where he almost crashed a YouTuber's car because he couldn't control it, and you can see in the video he kind of almost crashed it, and the guy also made a video about that. I don't know if you guys didn't know that, but yeah, that was early Doug DeMuro. But fucking shit, man. Prince, should I ever throw on a cold air intake? I'm probably never, but who knows? One's easy automatic. Nah, bro. Just put a K in, drop it, and just call it a day. Honestly, just it's not really worth it. I have my truck and charger, but I do drive it sometimes. It runs fine, but I can't hit lift. The misfire gets worse, but on low and mid RPM, it runs fine. At least you have something to get around, man. I thought that the Celica was just like your only means of transportation, but Then again, I think I saw you on your truck one time. Did we meet up one time when you had your truck? I don't even remember. It's been a long time. Oh no, you rolled up in the Celica and we stuffed everything in the Celica when you bought all the Tier D parts from me. Is 1ZZ supercharger compatible with 2ZZ? Not bolt on. It does not bolt right up. You can, and don't quote me, cut the flange off the 1ZZ and weld the one for the 2ZZ, but that's just a lot of work, man. Basically at that point, just slap a turbo and just do like 8 or 6 psi, and you're gonna be saving yourself a huge headache from fucking cutting off the flange from the 1ZZ supercharger. And anyways, even the 1ZZ Tier D supercharger is not easy to find anymore. They've been selling for a lot more nowadays. Back in my day, when I was messing with 8th generation Corollas, those Tier D superchargers were like $1,000, $1,500 at most. Now people want $2,000 and $2,500 for these Tier D superchargers. Like, yo, when did they go up in price like that? Shit. Hey, don't mess with Scotty Kilmer. He's great. Boy, get off that pedestal you're on. I love Scotty Kilmer. He's a pretty good guy. He looks like he's a good guy, but he's kind of boomerish, if that makes sense. He's just a boomer as fuck dude, man. Like, I don't know. He's just a boomer, and I just watch him because I just get bored sometimes, and I just want to watch something. But anyways, my dad says hi. I'm watching on the big screen right now. Holy shit. Well, tell him I said what's up, or buenas tardes, buenas noches. I saw those pictures you posted, man, about your parents and your grandpa with the Celica. I saw those pictures. I was like, holy shit, that's a trip, man. I'm glad you still have that car. If my dad had a cool car like that when he was in his younger days, I'd be more than happy to take that car and keep it. Like, keep that Celica, man. Don't ever sell it, dude. It's just, it has high sentimental value, and once you sell it, you'll regret it, and you just won't let it go, man. Josh Bradley, Scotty Kilmer, great, maybe compared to holy shit. Yo, Josh, calm down. Slow Yoda 2ZZs. Message me on Instagram and cbass. I'll DM you pictures as well of what I mean. Hey, dude, yeah, DM me pictures. I can repost them on my story, and I'll just tag you, and I'll just send people your way. Like, I don't mind it. To any of you guys that follow me on Instagram, if you guys have stuff for sale and kind of need a bigger audience to see what you have, just DM me pictures and what you have, and I'll be more than happy to put it on my Instagram story. So that's for everyone. There is one on OfferUp for $1,500, but it's a 1ZZ. Does it work? That's another question. Does it work? Because it's actually really hard to see if these superchargers work if it's not installed. And luckily for me and Clayton, when we bought our Grady superchargers, they were installed in a vehicle, and we heard them running and felt them running. So it was really good. But if he could give you some sort of proof that it works, $1,500 sounds like a really good price. But then again, as I said, you do have to cut off the flange of the 1ZZ and weld the 2ZZ one on. So Apple Fapple. Scotty Kilmer has some informative videos, but a lot of it is clickbait, overrated. Dude, before Scotty Kilmer got all 1 million subscriber famous, he actually had very decently titled videos. Now all his titles say, I'm quitting YouTube for good. The cops were called to my house. It's just his boomer ass clickbait titles just make it so that other people get really annoyed of it. And they even made a fucking Facebook page called fucking Scotty Kilmer, if that makes sense. And they're just making fun of him because he's just a boomer that just does a lot of clickbait. Like, I don't like where he's going, but people watch him, and if you have this sort of, like, I guess, clickbait mentality, it's just gonna bring you in a lot of revenue, and I'm pretty sure the guy doesn't work, so he needs the income. So I don't blame him. He's a smart man. He is smart. He made it to YouTube fame, but if that's the way he made it, then let that be. I'll do it my own way, making informative videos, not clickbait titles. Budget Beaters Garage. Had a driving class one time, room was quiet, and out of nowhere they started playing Scotty Kilmer video. I just about burst out laughing. All you hear is rev up your engines. Dude, he had the most dorkiest intros ever, I swear. But I mean, it's Scotty Kilmer. I don't hate the guy. I don't hate the guy. I just think he's funny. Holy shit, we've already done 1 hour. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you guys another 10 more minutes, and I'm gonna log off for the day. 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. So I'll log out at 9, or once it hits 110. So like around 9:19, I'll log out. But anyways, hey, what's going on, cbass? Do you still have that throttle body? Been reaching out to Instagram, haven't heard back from you. Thank you. Holy crap, man. Yes, sorry, I haven't replied back to you. I still have the throttle body. I have, I think, 2 or 3. I'm not sure, but I'm sorry, man. I just been really busy. I haven't really been kind of feeling good, so I haven't really been doing much. I've been just staying at home recovering and kind of not doing my side job situation of packaging stuff and shipping them out. I just haven't really been feeling good, but I'm gonna go through the messages. I just get flooded with DMs, man, and it just gets annoying sometimes because people will be asking some dumbass questions like, but I don't want to call out anyone. Let's not call out anyone. Yep, I think it was videos from an old website he had, not the YouTube channel. Well, he had a couple of videos from like when he was doing like a segment on like a news channel. He had informative videos, but as I said, you kind of find out how to become famous on YouTube, and you have to take that route. And that route for him was clickbait titles and kind of just being boomerish. And as I said, it worked out for him, and look where he's at now. So I don't hate Scotty Kilmer for it. He's a really intelligent man. Sound like a broken record already for repeating myself. We Lift Nation, what think about the new Celica coming out as a hydrogen? I don't think nothing about it because I still don't see it out. Once I see some positive confirmed stuff from Toyota themselves, then I'll have an opinion about it. But for now, it just sounds like a hoax, and I don't give a shit about it. But if it is a performance, if it does have some sort of performance to it, then by all means, like it'd be great to have the Celica name come back to the world, just like what they did with the Supra. But see, the Supra, they kind of took it a different route. Not everyone likes it, but it is a Supra with the name in the flesh. Do a 2JZ swap on it if you're really fucking crying about it. But usually the people that cry about it are the ones that don't even have the credit score to put a down payment on one. So whatever. He bought it after coming from 500 to 700 cars that he kept on breaking. He just wanted something new at the time. I think he owned a D21 hardbody and a Ford Escort. Ooh, a Ford Escort. Man, those Ford Escorts were nice. Oh, crap, man. I'm not feeling good. I feel like Scotty did a lot of acid. A lot of acid in the 60s. Holy shit, man. I really want to see younger Scotty. I kind of wish I kind of wish like he shows like more of his younger days or his videos from his younger days. It's just, I don't like this new boomer Scotty. It's just stupid. Fred Cruz, what do you think about the new Tundra? Speaking of Tundras, I've actually been in the market for a 2014 and up Toyota Tundra, the V8. I think it's the 5.7. I've been looking at them and just a lot of positive things about them. But the new Tundra, is that the one that's V6 turbo, if I'm not mistaken? I don't like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't like that these automotive companies are kind of pushing away from the V8 bigger engines and kind of slapping V6s on with turbos to get a better improved fuel economy, fuel mileage. But it makes no sense because if you're over here hauling shit, your MPG is gonna just plummet. It's gonna go down. So that fuel rating that they're advertising for these new pickups is just a complete lie. If you're over here towing fucking 7,000 pounds of shit, it's not gonna be what they're advertising. So I don't like these new V6s with turbos. I think the Ford Raptor's like that, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Just give me a V8 or a diesel. I don't need a V6 is for a Camry, a Celica, not a fucking pickup truck. Oh shit. What I meant to ask about that white Celica with a Grady supercharger. Whatever happened to that? Did you ever get it to run? You're talking about the silver. It's a silver Celica that I bought. So the first one I bought, it was a silver Celica, and the guy blew the engine on the test drive. I think that's the one you're talking about. Guy took it on the test drive because he wasn't gonna let me drive it because he was afraid that I was gonna do something with it. I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking Honda technician. What makes you think I'm gonna blow up your car? Idiot fucking misshifts back into first, blows the engine, bends the valves, and we have to push this car back to his house. And I had to work a deal with him and get this car a lot cheaper. I think that's the one you're talking about. If it's the other Celica that Clayton bought, we've already parted both of them out. We just kept the superchargers because we're going to be using them on our vehicles. Clayton is supercharging his Celica, which is a white one, and I'm supercharging my Corolla XRS. Hopefully that answers your question, man. Braulio, I might hit up the meet on Saturday, but I'm not taking the Celica. My 3-piece wheels will not be done in time for the meet. Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't going to the Fresno meet, and it's kind of unfortunate. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling that well, and I kind of been telling myself I should probably not go because I don't want to get like people like no, I don't want to give people the flu or something. So I'm probably not gonna go, but if I do go, I'm probably going to stay away or apart from everyone else because I just don't want to get people sick. But get some Scotty Kilmer style sunglasses. You know what? I might dress up like Scotty Kilmer for Halloween. I might dress up as him as Halloween and just do like some sort of spoof on Instagram or on YouTube. You never know. Scotty's that like a goofball uncle. It's hard to take him seriously, but he's still family. Dude, that's so true, man. That's so true, Riley. Plot twist, Celica comes back as a 4-door crossover like the Eclipse and Mustang Mach-E. Plot twist, that's the Corolla. I don't know if you know, Josh, but they're making the Corolla a stupid 4-door crossover. It's fucking ridiculous. It's so annoying. Oh my God. Oh no. Scotty Cringemer is a character, and to be fair, when you have made thousands of videos, I'd imagine it's hard to keep things fresh. You gotta do what you gotta do. Haters gonna hate Scotty's. You're right, man. You're right. Haters are gonna hate, but the man is smart. He's already YouTube famous. He's making hella bank off YouTube. I can't hate on him. I can't. Do a taquache build. Bro, I'm over here trying to haul my arcade games and cars. You think I'm going to fucking haul a car with a taquache build? No, man. You know, but I have been looking at regular cabs. I don't want no, like, extra additional cab. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Josh, my V6 F-150 gets 12 miles per gallon on a good day. Empty. Has since day one pulling a car and trailer, maybe 6-ish. Holy shit, man. Do you prefer Marvel or DC, and what is your favorite superhero? Come on, man. Come on. Right here. I love Storm. And not just because she's a female, but I just play a lot with her in Marvel versus Capcom 2. And I don't know. I just always had this thing with Storm. So that's why I bought a poster of her and just slapped her on my wall. But Thanos is also up there. I like Thanos. I just like the way he is, but Thanos and Storm kind of the same, you know. But yeah, I prefer Marvel. DC's cool, but you know, Marvel since day one. Thank you, man. Feel better during fluids and rest. Have a good night, man. Have a good night, Fred. I'm also gonna be logging out right now in 30 seconds, guys. So yeah, make Clay dress up like Scotty Kilmer. I might. I might. We might see that. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for tonight's live stream. Thank you guys for all the questions, and thank you guys for attending. And hopefully everyone stays safe and healthy, and let's make our cars a lot faster and make them look a lot nicer. And I'll see you guys next week, hopefully. See you guys. Ending stream. Yes.